wouldn't feel guilty if you don't do it or if it doesn't work out.
I know, but I really want to, and I think I will feel guilty if it doesn't work out.
I came from a sheltered world, very much so by my parents first, then my first boyfriend, my second boyfriend. I do feel very lonely.
And I had discussed it with James, how I felt. And he didn't have me back, and I wasn't supported.
It was Saturday night. I was downstairs in the sitting room and I said to Kath, I just got the strangest pain. I think that was a contraction. And he's like, oh, are you sure? And I was like, yes. So we called the hospital and they said, look, if you feel really weird, come into the hospital. And I felt embarrassed to go in because I didn't want to be one of those women that kept being sent home all the time. So I got into bed and I think we must have gotten out of bed about 3 times, made the bed, got dressed to go, and then they would stop. So I was like, no, let's get back into bed. So then finally it was about 6 o'clock on Sunday morning when I said, no, this is it, I really have to go to the hospital. So we went to Mount Carmel and I made us stay in the car for about half an hour to an hour listening to 80s music in case it really wasn't labour. I wasn't sure. And I was like, no, I better go in. So we went in and they put me in the labour room. They gave me the birthing ball. So I'm sitting across the bed on the birthing ball, like going like this. And I said to God, geez, these contractions are fine. This is grand. Like, what are all these women going on about the pain and everything? It's not that painful, I can handle this. Well, all of a sudden, I got this really big contraction. It was like somebody was actually sawing me in half. And that's when it started getting really painful. So this went on until about 9 o'clock that night till they called the anaesthetist and he came down and the epidural was actually one of the most painful things. But then I just relaxed for a few hours and I couldn't feel any contractions anymore.
How long was the labour?
I was in the hospital for like maybe 18 to 20 hours with really bad contractions. But then I went into labour at 2 on Sunday morning, and because I wasn't like properly dilated, I had to get an episiotomy, and that was absolutely, I'm still having nightmares over it. But if you want to know the description of what that actually feels like, it's like, have you ever cut a watermelon and it just kind of cracks open and it's like, shh, yeah, that's exactly what episiotomy feels like. But it was worth it because when he came out, it was amazing because it was like. All these amazing endorphins in my body. It was just, these were released. It was like I was just in a different world. It was the most beautiful feeling ever. So it was lovely.
I met Anne-Marie through Gerald. We've become really good friends and you know, I often pop into her restaurant and have a bit of lunch with her, a cup of tea and discuss all the joys of life, everything from business to families. So yeah, we've a quite diverse range of topics to talk about. So
how's the salon going?
Salon is going great, thank God.
Good.
Obviously January, you know, is quiet, but we've got the new Celelbrity HD brows, as they call them.
I know, because Denise got a text last night.
And since it's been up on the website and obviously sending the texts, you know, everybody is really excited about it. I have mine done.
You have yours done?
Yeah.
They're lovely.
You'd probably need the regrade
I
thing.
don't want anything. I hate those eyebrows. So tell me, have you booked your trip for Easter to go away?
No, not yet. I think we're just going to pop over to Portugal for a couple of days with Kirsten.
We had such fun in New York, didn't we?
Oh, New York was great, wasn't it?
That's 4 years ago.
Is it 4 years ago? And there's Helen gone back and set up home there and everything.
I spoke to her on the phone the other night.
How is she?
I'm going to see her in May.
Are you going over in May?
Yeah.
Oh, fabulous. Right.
He's a really placid baby. He's really good. I'm lucky that way. The first week is actually a blur to me because I could barely walk, first of all, for obvious reasons, and I just felt so tired because he was feeding a lot and he hadn't really had his proper routine yet, and we had visitors staying and everything, and to be honest, I'm only starting to feel kind of normal again now. Collar's up. The D4 look. I was also in fear of getting postnatal depression because I know that's really common as well. And I did have a few periods when I just broke down and cried over nothing. I really wanted time on my own as well because like I just wanted to be able to close the door and just, you know, have my own space as well. He's hungry again. Hey! Oh my God! Look at him!
How you doing, chicken?
It's so good to see another human being.
Oh my God, look at him. He's got even big for my size.
Hasn't he? Hasn't he?
Oh, Virginia, you look fabulous.
Oh, I'm wrecked.
You just you find it takes up the whole of your day.
The whole day,
And
yeah.
if you're not, like, I mean, putting him to bed or whatever, you're
It's
tidying up after
It's like
him.
a race against time. When he when he falls asleep, I just run around, have a shower,
Yeah.
make a cup of tea, and
Maybe have a bit of lunch or something, and the next thing
yeah,
it's up again.
Yeah, and clean up the house.
And you wonder
make
what you did.
Cass food.
Do you wonder
make
what
sure
you did
Cass is
before you
feeling
had him?
comfortable, and then he wakes up.
I know.
And the
I
other
don't
thing
think I'll ever be able to put him in the cot in the baby room
On his own?
No. How am I going to be able to do that? Okay, I'm going to try not to talk about baby stuff all the time, but I'm sorry.
Right, listen to me. You have to come out. I'm having a party on the 17th.
On Paddy's Day?
On Paddy's Day.
And can I bring him?
No.
Are you crazy?
No, no. Come out, get
Where, in
dressed
the
up.
house?
In the house. It's going to be a nice little party. And get dressed up, come out.
And what do I do about the feeding thing?
Get it, express.
Are you crazy?
I know, Virginia, you have to. And get used to it. You know, there's great machines and everything, you know, out there. Just an hour
I'll
or
think
so.
about it. I haven't been 5 minutes without him. I don't know if I can do that.
Oh, Virginia.
Hey.
Hi, how are you?
I really want to get back out there and even start like socializing with people again, even my friends, and actually having normal conversation again, because everything is all about baby.
Absolutely. Cheers.
I'm so glad you guys came over. It's
Yeah.
so nice just to have a different
know.
conversation.
Yeah,
Other
exactly.
than
I know, just being
Baby.
And you do, you get consumed by it, don't you?
You look great.
Hey.
You really do, you look great.
I kind of feel normal again today, yeah.
Do you?
I went through a lot.
But you know something, it gets easier and easier and easier as
No, I'm
as you go
feeling
on.
that. I think since like two days ago, I'm starting to feel like it's like it's getting
back there.
easier. Do you want something to eat?
Are you hungry? Don't go
I'm
to any
actually-
trouble.
I'm
Have you?
actually-
No,
I'm actually starving.
right, I'll tell you what, no you won't,
Something.
you will not. We're taking you out for lunch. My treat,
I
yes.
actually
Have you been out yet?
No, I haven't
Are you
been
serious?
out
Well,
yet.
we're
Okay, well
definitely
then,
taking
that's
you
what
out for
we're doing.
lunch.
Oh,
Yeah.
I could.
We're
Do you
doing
feel
lunch.
up to going out for lunch?
Not really, to be honest.
Come on, he's going to be with you.
Yeah. Okay.
Right,
okay.
come on now. No
I'll-
chicken and out, we're going out.
Okay.
Let's go.
Lunch.
You'll enjoy it.
I can barely get up myself. I'm glad I came out.
It does you good. Yeah. And are you getting enough rest?
No, I'm fine. I'm fine with the resting thing. It's just the pain I had for like the whole
After,
2 weeks afterwards. Yeah, it was.
Okay. Oops. And do you want? No, you're not having it. End up.
The exact same thing. In Grand Thomas when I can't get the shoes I want.
Do you want it? No, good boy. That's a good boy.
Yummy.
God, Alison, how'd you do it? It's all ahead of me.
Yeah.
So I'm having a party in my place on the 31st of this month.
Okay.
A sip and see party.
What on earth is a sip and see party?
Well, I'm going to get all my friends and they're going to come over, sip champagne
Okay.
and see the baby.
Oh my god, I love
Isn't that
it.
so cool?
So you got to come. You gotta come to
Absolutely. Yay. So look forward to you.
Exactly.
This is a fun-filled month.
Joe, seriously, we talked about this. I knew it, I saw you sneaking out. You're like a bold schoolgirl, look, and she's not even putting it out.
Hey Granny, I'm good. How are you? Yeah, I am. It's so nice. We were home at like 5 a.m. now, so I'm like, I feel like the jet lag will be catching up with me soon.
I love it over there, but I mean, it's always like a sacrifice being away from your family and your mom and dad, obviously. But I mean, to get anywhere in this life, it's something you have to sacrifice something. And that's something that my mum always taught us. But there's times, of course, where you're like, oh, I don't know if this looks good on me, or it's so silly, but, or Mom, I feel sick, or like something like that. You want someone there, you know? And that's why I have such amazing friends over there, because as much as like they're not a family, but they like kind of substitute as best they can, you know?
I think Ryan's landlord comes into his apartment whenever he feels like it. Just comes in. Just comes in.
She's grown up so much, and every time she comes home, I think, where did my baby go? You know, you always want to hold on to as much as you can of your kids. I know I do anyway, but I just feel from she's moved to New York that, you know, she's had to adjust, and that's hard for a mum to deal with, especially from she announced that she was not coming home for like maybe 3-4 years, or who knows, maybe for as long as, I don't know.
What I wanted to say before we carry on, I have been thinking for a while now, and I've kind of come to a decision basically about something in my life. You know, the way I was meant to come back after graduation, or you know, after summer and stuff. Well, I've been talking Ireland. Yeah. And really like being serious about it and stuff. I do need to stay on for longer, and I've actually kind of already started with my visa for next year.
For a couple of months?
For a year, and then hopefully another 3 years after that. And I want to get like a lawyer and stuff like that to try and stay.
Well, for what you want to do, I have flowers to get him sorted out. Every time she comes home, I feel I've lost a bit more, and that's hard for a mum to deal with, you know, and it's so sad. It really is. I just feel I miss all of her life, what she's doing, and you know, I know a few of her friends, but I don't know them that well, and it's lonely, it really is. She's a big personality, Stephanie, in the house, and it's such a miss.
Well, I'm planning to go to Australia, well, as soon as possible, really. I don't really know what's involved in it yet. But everything that's going on, like, I want to stay, but I do think I need to go. Like, everything's happening with my mum at the moment, like, I'm sure if she needs that, and like, I'm only a phone call away, or I think it's only support she'd need, really, like.
I forgot to ask you, did you hear anything back from Mac about Australia?
No, I haven't heard that.
It's really sad now the way the kids all have to leave, and I think that's terrible, because when I had you, like, there was jobs out there, it was bad pay, but there was, and then the boom was starting, so. He's at an age as well where he needs to spread his wings, and I want him to travel. And if I'd have got that opportunity at 21, I'd have grabbed it, and I know my dad would have backed me up and supported me to do the same. So it's going to be tough, but he's no choice.
So go over to Australia, you won't miss me anyways.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
Pants on the floor.
Would you miss me cooking?
What cooking? I think there's a lot of people I'd miss, like even my grandmother. We're very close, my grandmother and grandfather, like, so I'd really miss a lot of people going over there.
I was sitting this morning with Gavin. I just had a cup of tea with him. I was after coming in and I had a cup of tea with him.
Okay.
And he was saying to me about Australia. I don't know whether he will go or he won't go, but how would you feel if you did go?
Oh, Joe, I'd be heartbroken.
Would you?
It'll also break your father's heart.
I know.
Now I'm getting upset.
Like the way things are going on now, and the way the country is, like, it is a good move. I feel it's a good move for him, and I just feel there's nothing here for other, you know, for his age group. If he decides to stay, he's always got a home here, he's always got a room here. But I mean, when you're hitting 22 and you have a lovely girlfriend and you're in love, you don't want to be under Mammy's roof.
Are you okay here? Is there nothing you need?
No, we're after.
Cool. Looks gorgeous. I'm getting hungry already. So far, I'm okay. And today was a bit stressful, obviously. So I took a little cat nap, but you don't really rest, you know? And it was just been all go, like, all day, crazy stuff. Virginia's first night out, leaving the baby with Cass, and I think she was really nervous about that. But you know, I'm sure she'll come round to all of that. Are you nervous leaving him?
Yeah, I'm just not going to think about it.
No, don't think about it. Don't even talk about it. You're out for the night. This is your first night out. Cheers! I knew I was having the party when I went to the Calendar Girls, and when I was having it I said, oh, you'll come to the party, so they were delighted. Then Joe was saying, oh, can we take Danielle, her friend? And I says, yeah, of course you can.
So I went to the party with Joe and James. We arrived about 8:30, 9 and the party was in full swing. Real typical Irish kind of gathering. Well, kind of typical and not so typical.
Thank you for having us. You look amazing. Oh, Danielle, my friend.
How are you? Nice to meet you. Thank you for having us. Are you well?
Welcome. I'm great. So do you. You look amazing. My husband. Oh, James. James.
James would be very shy and very nervous about going to a lot of places. He likes to be totally on the QT. And when I had told him about it, he's like, as Joe, I don't know about this, about babysitter. So my mama sorted out. I need you to come. I don't want to go on my own, and I just need a bit of support and a bit of backup.
Do you like a glass champagne? No, there is.
I always have his back, and he doesn't have mine.
I don't like socialising really. I'm not a big socialiser. I've been out maybe 2 or 3 times in the last maybe couple of months. I'm not really interested. We have a lovely home here. Once I come inside the big gates we have outside, I just don't want to go back out.
I know Danielle is crazy about me. I know she loves me, but she is the most antiest smoker I've ever met in my life. I never known anybody to be that bad, and she gives me a hard time.
They're going out for a cigarette. I'm going to kill Joe if she's going out for a cigarette. She's gone for a cigarette. I'm going to go out now. Is Joe out there? Joe, seriously, we talked about this. What? I knew it. I saw you sneaking out. You're so good. You're like a bold schoolgirl. Look, and she's not even putting it out. I think, Joe, I'm just going to book you in to get hypnotised because I've been here since before Christmas now.
Oh,
Thank you. You just can't see me frown because I have so much Botox. If you have the frown lines as well, you'll be fine. Joe's talking since November about getting this. Some friend of hers is going to hypnotise her. He started doing it about 2 months before.
You're 9 months off them. Yeah. I won't.
And stay off them now. Don't go
I
back
won't
on
go
them.
back.
No way. They're so bad. And I'm not like a naggy, like I am. Well, I'm a bit naggy, yeah. Are you putting it out? She's standing there. Just because you're turning around, I can still see you smoking
it. It does make you look very sexy.
I took the bollocking. I did. I took it, and I was finding it a bit funny and having the crack with it, but she was bollocking me out of it, and I was all right. That was going on. All right, now pack it in.
And your lungs are getting clogged, and your alveoli are getting clogged.
Right.
It's gross.
That's just going
yeah,
to
well,
be.
you can,
I'm going to do it.
And can I just say to you as well, everyone else finishes it, and they leave a centimetre. You're
I'm
smoking
not
down
paying
to a
10
millimetre.
euros. I'm not paying fucking 10 euros.
I know, but there's about a millimetre left. You'll be. What do you want you're going to do? Just eat the butt, Joe? Similar little twist as well. I have a lot of time for all of them. I'm surprised at the fondness I have, and I feel there'd be friendships for life there. But the thing is, as well, is right. Everyone else, a lot of people want to look for a guy. They're thinking they want to meet a guy who's gonna, they can marry and take care of them and the rest. But I always just think my dreams are to get to a position where I can take care of myself, and I don't need a guy per se. Does that make sense?
That was the first time I'd met Danielle. I was trying to tell her, to kind of go outside the box with her choice of men.
But I just think maybe, maybe not be so specific.
But could I stick with the tall boy? And I don't want tall and skinny because that would be a nightmare. So could I stick with tall and built well, and then maybe relax on the brains and stuff?
Sometimes people can be too fussy, instead of it just letting love happen naturally, because you can meet somebody and not be physically attracted to them, but there's an instant chemistry there.
But do you know what? A man is going to make if there's a connection there and there's chemistry, it doesn't matter if he's 5'7".
Believe me, there's not going to be any chemistry if he's 5'7", Lisa, I'm telling you.
No, there could be, I'm telling you.
No, Lisa, Murphy, can I just tell you, if he's 5'7", there will not be any chemistry, love, okay? So don't worry, there won't be.
And if I'm told one more time I'm mad, I will end up in Vincent's. There's nothing worse than telling the same person that they're mad. I want to relight the flame and love it. And I mean, I got rid of Josh one day. I bought all. I went into Miss Fantasia. I bought all the sexy gear, put me high shoes on, had me bathrobe on. He was down in the bike room watching telly, and I opened and I said, "Here, honey." So it's stuff like that that needs to keep a marriage going. It's little surprises, even a date. I think we should be dating each other every week. If I spend any more time on my own, fucking rigor mortis is going to set in.
I wouldn't go to Michael O'Doherty's VIP Style Awards. There's a million things I would rather do than attend that sunburnt fuckwits cabaret.
Oh my God, that's the best news I've heard in a long time.
Wow,
Since I had the baby.
since you had the baby.
He actually is a very cute baby. I know what babies.
Of course he's cute.
Yeah, he's really cute.
I made him. I think she's got more issues than Vogue magazine.
I don't care what I have to cross and what I have to bear. And
You're doing it.
I'm doing it. I'm sailing my ship.